surprise when you got to college? Are you part of any fraternity or sorority? What is your hardest class and what do you need in order to succeed? What is your relationship like with your professors?
Would you describe your experience at your school as a positive one? Do you enjoy being here? Do you enjoy coming here?
What's the biggest difference between your first year or two in college compared to senior year in high school?
Off campus, how do you pay for it and why did you make this choice?
How is it being away from your family?
We're at City College and we're here to interview students and find out more about the life and the average day in the life of a City College student.
Are you part of any fraternity or sorority? What is your hardest class and what do you need in order to succeed?
It's psychodiagnostics, and it's doing testing, like intelligence testing, to see if people have learning disabilities or where they have strengths or weaknesses and what the best ways to help them learn better.
That's what you're learning, right?
That's what that class is, and it's hard because you have to pay attention to a lot of different things.
What is your relationship like with your professors?
Because it's a doctoral program, everybody is like colleagues, so it's very good. People are always willing to have lunch, talk to you, really help you sort of think about your education and what you want to do, and it's a little bit more like colleagues than when I was an undergrad.
And what was the biggest surprise when you got to college?
Biggest surprise when I got to college. Now, you mean in this college here?
Yeah.
Because I've been in lots of college. The biggest surprise, I think, being in a PhD program, I think I haven't been with the same 12 people going from the same class to class since probably 6th grade.
Wow.
Because even in junior high school, you go to separate classes and maybe you'll have a homeroom. So I think I was surprised to have like 12 new people that I get to know very, very, very well because we see each other every day, all day. So that was a surprise. A nice surprise.
Thank you for your time.
Sure, you're very welcome.
And good luck to you.
Biggest surprise when I got to college. Well, spicy food. I went to an all-girls school, so seeing like all the differences between when you get to high school and college is a lot of work. Freshman year you don't feel it as much, but by sophomore year you're more into your major, so you realize how much work it is, and you meet a whole bunch of different people. So it's alright.
What is your hardest class and what do you need in order to succeed in it?
Hardest class, heat transfer. Heat transfer. I'm a mechanical engineer major, so it's a lot of math and science. So just as long as in high school you get like a good learn your basic math, you'll be fine.
What is your relationship like with your professor?
Be respectful, you know, just be yourself, be nice, and just like show them that you work hard and most likely they'll pass you. Even if, like, say you don't do well on his test or her test, if you show them that you're dedicated and determined, they'll pass you.
And what's your name?
Melissa.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
On or off campus? How do you pay for it, and why did you make this choice?
We live off campus because they don't have no on-campus board. We don't do something yet, so.
Not yet.
Not yet, true.
Not yet.
Because they're starting to build up the towers, so there's no real choice. You just go off campus. But it's better living off campus because
you get closer to being
you got everything you need over there. You don't have to constantly keep going to a boardroom and just like have nobody there for you.
Tuition, how much we pay, that's confidential, I guess, to the student and committee, I guess. And but it's usually like around 2,600 because it's 300.
Depending on the class.
Yeah, depends on the class.
Math classes are like 500, 600. Depends on what classes you're taking. Most of them, mine's coming up to maybe 200, something like that.
Cool.
What is your favorite class and why?
From this semester or even last semester?
Any
Doesn't matter?
Any semester.
It has to be World Humanities 102. The professor was really nice. He made the classroom really lively. You know?
Energetic. He puts you into the stories. He acts them out with you, and then you can act them out with him in front of the classroom. So it takes you more into the story than most teachers will ever do.
How did that compare to high school?
More educational than high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, high school was
different attitudes.
What's different about it? What's the difference about the attitude?
Like you got attitude. You go to class, you're doing it. It's not like you're not like paying for it. It's just like you're there.
Yeah.
But for college, you're paying for these classes, so you have to be there and take them properly, or else you fail them. You gotta take them over the summer or another semester.
Yeah.
And that might stop you from graduating from college on time.
Yeah. Are college classes a lot harder than high school classes?
Depends on the teacher. Depends on the workload.
Yeah.
And it depends on you too.
Yeah.
If you make it hard on yourself, then yes, it is hard.
Procrastinate a lot, then it's gonna be more trouble for you. But if you do the work when you're supposed to do it, it should be easy.
Yeah.
How is it being away from your family?
Being away from my family is a little bit hard, tough, but I found a lot of friends here, so I think that it's fine now.
What is your favorite class and why?
I'm not taking class, so I don't know if I think I can answer. I'm just working here, so.
What kind of work do you do?
I am postdoctoral fellowship in science, neuroscience.
Okay. Can you explain what that is?
Okay, yeah, I'm just doing research because I am an MD in my country, so I came here to do research.
Yeah.
So we are studying brain, neurotransmitters, and antiepileptic drugs.
Wow.
This is my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's.
So where are you from originally?
I am from Italy, from Sicily.
Oh, from Sicily. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And, are you Italian as well?
Yeah, I'm Italian. Although I'm from North Italy.
So around Florence, maybe?
Pardon?
Around like Florence?
No, I'm northeast. The nearest city is Venice, Venezia.
Oh, okay.
The city on water. I'm a music major here.
Oh,
I'm a second degree student.
So, do you play instruments, or are you taking music tech?
Yeah, my main instrument would be electric guitar, but I'm learning piano here, classical. And I'm doing some math and French on the side.
All right. So, how do you fit your artistic talents into the college work? Like, how did the two ever mix together? Or?
Yeah, of course. Well, yes. To be an artist, you of course need to have some certain skills that you can gain them in life. I mean, just without going to school. But if you go to school, I think you accelerate the process of learning those skills that you need. Of course, true artistic intention is really important when you want to dedicate yourself to be an artist, in the art field. But you can't do anything without skills. It's all about having the control you need. It goes for everything, really. I suppose.
All right. Do you have any more questions? No. All right. Thank you. You helped out a lot.
Do we have?
Taking you around for the afternoon. Basically going around to the 4 main buildings where there are, I don't know how many there were when you were, maybe there was only just this much.
Just a lot of caves and paintings on the walls.
How we're going, right? So we're going around to the 4 main buildings where there are classes, professors' offices, lecture places, auditoriums, a lot of different administration offices. And we'll be talking a lot about the programs here at Lang, as well as curriculum, as well as financial aid, housing, and
What it's like to be a student. Yeah.
of course, any questions you have, you can ask either one of us. If you have anything from the beginning that you want to, yes.
You guys are both students?
Yeah, we're both sophomores.
Like you guys.
Yay.
And then they take these tours, but this is a science floor, so half the time there's a bunch of crazy equations written on the board, and they freak out. You would freak out and be like, I thought there's no science and math here.
You lied.
I know, right? So there is science and math, it's just you don't need to take it, but it is offered, it's a university. And if you're interested in it, and you're too embarrassed to admit that you like science and math, it's a really awesome place to explore that, because they teach it in the Lang way, so 1 + 1 is still debated here.
You wouldn't get out of the way.
Okay, so in Eugene Lang College, well, Eugene Lang College is part of New School University. So Eugene Lang College is the undergraduate liberal arts part of New School University. So there's 8 divisions in New School University, and I'll name 4, and I'll let Patrick name the other 4. So there's Eugene Lang, which is this school, obviously. There's Carson School of Design. There's the Jazz School, and there's the New School for General Studies.
There's New School for Social Research, Milano Graduate School of Public Policy, and
the New School for Manners, which is our graduate college of music, and the New School for Drama, which is our graduate school for acting. So,
acting, theater, arts,
drama,
performing,
well,
screenwriting.
Everything. Fun stuff. So, if you're, is anyone here an artist or a musician? Only one, two?
It works better when it's like that.
Three, four. I mean, you guys don't need to be artists or musicians, but just kind of.
That's
Okay.
something we like you best.
Maybe. I'm just kidding. Okay. So, you can do a program through Lang called BAFA. So BAFA, you can go to Lang, which is this school, and you can go to Parsons at the same time. So you can study cultural studies, religious studies, psychology, whatever here, and then you can study painting or photography or web design, fashion merchandising, not fashion design, at Parsons. So there are high school students on campus, but it's not something that we advertise in the admissions process because it's kind of like a teacher by teacher, kind of case thing. So one professor in particular loves studying interactions with youth. So she designed a class where there are high school students in the class. They'd be in class at the same time that they were in high school, so they still get high school credit for it. We also have early acceptance, where if your grades are stellar, you have like a 4.0, you can apply here as a junior and finish off high school here while getting your college credit.
This is also where a lot of Parsons classes are. There are design labs and sort of extra spaces to work on projects. There are 3 main computer labs in this building. You've seen a lot of computer stations around the buildings that we've been walking into, but these are sort of the main 3 are situated in this building. On this floor here is this is our Office of Student Development. This isn't, but on this floor is the Office of Student Development and Activities. So around campus, and we use that term loosely, as you've seen, but you have also seen, I'm sure, a lot of flyers, a lot of advertisements, a lot of bulletins for events that go on, for conferences, for guest lectures, for guest speakers, for gallery openings, for events, for movie nights, all these things. These are all put together by our students' office, our Office of Student Development and Activities, OSDA. They put together all the programs that you've seen, if you might have seen the advertisements. All of the students, all university students, have email accounts, university email accounts, where you're constantly kept up to date in terms of what's going on in any particular day. These are a lot of great ways to meet students from not only outside of your concentration or outside of Lang, but outside of your dorms. You can basically mingle with all the students that are here at New School.
Down this hall by the elevators.
I'm sorry, you can basically mingle with all the students of the university community. So as we go out, you can see the main bulletin board for the events that go on are outside here. Again, great ways to mingle. Oftentimes there's free food, which is a great reason in and of itself to go.
We also have what's called Stress-Free Week, which we totally did not have this finals. Totally should have had it because we're stressed. But it's in here, and it's just fun. Like, they have booths set up where you make those little balls, those stress relief ball things, and then they have massage therapists giving students free mini massages. They didn't do that this time.
Oh,
Do you feel stressed? Yeah.
Well, depending on what you're going to take, what you should be taking in the fall, what you think you're going to be taking, you can have a math class, you can have various types of class. If you know that you're going to be a philosophy major, you can have a class that kind of sort of prepares you for it, gets you in that way of thinking. Let's see, what else? You have papers, you have reading assignments, you have teachers, you know, jarring you saying, why aren't you going to the movies? Because I was up doing your paper. You need to learn how to enjoy yourself and do your schoolwork.
I don't know. The fact that we can do whatever we want, basically. They don't, like, I'm in Steinhardt, so they don't restrict you to whatever course you could take, so that's really good. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, basically. And it's like in New York, and it's like
what would you
around
improve
everything.
about the college?
Oh, the tuition is like hectic though. It's like every year the tuition raise, so that's really bad.
Most freshman seminars are really just a touching base, making sure that you're okay, giving you that warm community family feel inside of this giant sprawling complex known as NYU. And they also have focus workshops. Like sometimes they'll talk about housing, sometimes they'll talk about what do you do if your roommate's being unagreeable. What do you do, like how do you talk to your mother in such a way that she understands that you're a college student and that you know you're growing up, but you're still her little baby, and you know you respect her. That was a really good one. That was really funny. And then you have workshops with the Bursar and other places so that NYU becomes a user-friendly application instead of that Windows program that just keeps crashing and that you can't restart ever. And you're gonna hit.
Thank you.
Tell me, when did you decide to go to NYU?
Basically, when I was in high school, I didn't know where I wanted to go. I knew I wanted to go to an art school, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to a university or like a art school like Parsons or Cooper Union. So I applied to everywhere, and then I visited the school, and I was like, Parsons and Cooper Union weren't for me because it was like so strict. Like you after your first year, you have to pick your major, and that was it. But when I got to NYU and I got to the art department, I realized that it was better suited for me because it allows you to be yourself while you learn art and other stuff. So I really liked it. Yeah.
So like, do you think there's any difference between like high school and college?
There is a big difference. It's like, especially at NYU, you get a culture shock where you live in a neighborhood where it's like you grew up all your life with your friends and family, and you go back home and that's it. But when you, like, I live on campus, and when I got to NYU, it's like so different from anything that I've ever experienced. You know, it's like there's everything here. You know, they have like stores that you could never imagine. Oh my, it's like, I don't know, it's so different from where I grew up. Like I grew up, yeah, I really like it. A lot of kids don't like it because they're a lot of kids is like from California, Spain, whatever. And I'm from Brooklyn, so I can just go home whenever I want. But it's really good. I like it. So.